Hey, hey there, lady at the dispatch. I just want to live like it was the olden days. Children of God, I'm talking, children of God, I'm talking to a lady. And she was like a big, important manager at 911 dispatch in like 1987. So around 1987, she was like the big wig. Not just the main 911 manager. She was like the big wig. And I would talk to her often about how my powers are why they can hear details that are very important when they're screaming and yelling and everything's chaos. So I would explain to her all the time, just let me know when you can't clearly, perfectly hear the victims or the people trying to help the victims. And I told her, the United States murdered me to steal my powers and help people to abnormally pass the test and be 911 dispatchers with incompetence because no one can be competent that good anyway. But it makes everybody look impossible to pass a test that's impossible, except for me. And it was funny to the United States that I would be the only one that couldn't get a job to save a victim when I'm a dead god, and that would be all I'd want to do. So the United States has gone to great lengths to find all the biggest, most sickening things they could do against me all along. And I had told this manager all about it. But I didn't tell her I was some great dead god or Bonnie on earth. I made her believe I was just some powerful giant out there. And I made her believe that, I could fix things as a powerful giant. I didn't tell her I'm a dead god, overly dead god, targeted by everything, sickening dead god, struggling to make sure 911 operators can get all the important information perfect and fast because all that matters is that victim. Instead, I try to play it off and tell the manager, the United States just wants to treat Bonnie like shit. That Bonnie thing on earth that goes with that Jesus thing and that heaven. And they want to make sure to make like 911 operators seem so invincible and impossible because it makes God look like such a nothing, especially since a bunny Jesus blah 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 things on earth. And I just made up a bunch of shit, but I got to be really good friends with her and she didn't know who I was. Well, last night while I was asleep, I went and visited her because she just happened to be up pretty late. And we talked about a lot of things. And she just said hello and checked in. Kind of reminisced about how weird but funny but crazy life can get. Amen to that. So children of God. Excuse me. Children of God, you guys might not have heard that video, but I made a video a long time ago. And in the video a long time ago, I claimed that I was possessing 911 operators and I was possessing people to pass the 911 test and then be able to help victims through possession as much as possible, as fast as possible. In the great death of Bonnie Annika, and who I've decided I care about or not, I will be exacerbatedly superheroing a lot of people, but as I choose or decide now. When I got to Earth, I didn't know if I'd hate Earth or not, because just because one person kills you in the embryo and a ton of the world joins in, just because the world was dreaming about killing you before you got here, just because a country wants to kill you doesn't mean you're gonna hate the whole world by the end of it. Sadly, tragically, you'd be amazed. You'd just be amazed and no one cares. But, well, no one cares. So life just goes on. But will I still have superheroes everywhere? Well, heck yeah. Like I said, the second coming of Jesus, they said, screw that. We're going to be up in this fight with impossible powers, impossible abilities, and we're going to be up in the fight, up in the grind. So will there be giants who can save everybody like it's nothing? Yeah. But will there be a billion things where they passed a test by making a deal with the devil and get busted, and they're always so gross and incompetent, everybody wonders how they passed the test? But yeah. And do I take care of everything and anything ever again? No. So did Michael Patterson's wife murder me in the embryo, join with the United States in secret, and start milking my powers to make humanity look superhero abnormal off of my death and powers by killing me all the time? Yeah. Will they pay off the charts in death and more in front of everybody forever now? Yes. And will they just look like the incompetent crap? Will they look like the incompetent crap they always have been? Yes. Now, companies are going to sit here right now and feel like they want to cry and die. And companies and ownerships and partnerships are going to want to feel like they want to piss their pants and cry and die. Why? Because a bunch of murder of the death of God, sicko, antichrist weirdos had a bunch of unrealistic people everywhere that were making companies a lot of money. And overnight, my powers are not going to care ever again, because no one can murder me and steal my powers and make everybody unrealistic so I look like some kind of nothing. So overnight, 5 billion tons of companies have very incompetent loser people working for them and are losing money like it's nothing. From this dead God living like shit in a corner to you, I don't give a fuck. If you mattered, I'd already be talking to you about it. In your brains with my unlimited powers.